back in, I think it was the early 90s, maybe 91, 92, whatever, they gave almost a death sentence to Magic Johnson, who is a great friend of mine, right? And, they give him a diagnosis, and at the time, there was no cure, not even a cure in sight. But his attitude was so great. You never saw him look down. You never saw him in a very negative state. He said, when you see me out in the street, come up and say, what up, man? What's up, man? How you feeling? And that's literally what everybody does. And look, he's outlived so many people. And not only that, I think that's what gave him the drive to become this billionaire figure that he's become. And quite possibly one of the most popular faces walking around the earth. So I think that, what he was able to do, he took that and spun it in a whole different direction, in the direction of living and being all that he could be. Because if you get that that sentence or that diagnosis, how do we know that that's real? How do we know that 10 years ago come up now stretch to another 10? So absolutely. I would think that it would make you say, I'm going to be all that I can be now. And it's what you just said, Omar. Now I'm going to live a little more reckless. Now I'm going to live a little more free. Now I'm going
That's real selfish. But it's just
but it's real. I mean, I think I agree with you.
I'm saying I can see that happening. But you're right, though. I mean, if you have the means, and it kind of goes with the legacy question, too. I feel that a lot of us are put here. If we get, like I said, with great power comes great responsibility. If we get the platform to reach people, then do something with the platform. We talk about why leave a legacy? Why try to change the world? Blah, blah, blah. Because not everybody can. Some people die like Tupac, 23 years old. Some people make a little bit of a dent and then they're gone and they don't have the opportunity. But if we're here, do something with it. Might as well. You don't know if you're going to change the world. That's called faith. You got to know that you made a difference and hope that it carries on. Maybe you change some lives. What we do is touching people. We don't even know that it's happening.
Right.
I meet people all the time and say, man, you made my day. Or you got me through this. That movie I saw, man, I made my, such and such and changed my life. Now that I know that there are people out there like me, even though you were just acting, that touched me and that changed what I did, man. I just want to thank you for this. Yeah.
There's potential to actually inspire people that you've never even met.
Never met.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was, and I mentioned Martin's name a lot because I hang with Martin. We're still super tight to this day.
You work with Martin?
Martin Lawrence?
I'm joking.
I was about to say, huh?
Don't you read anything about me?
He said Lawrence?
Martin. I'm like, huh? No, but I was with him one night, and this girl walked by. I don't know what country she was from, and she goes, "Oh my God, it's Martin." And he goes, "Hey, how you doing?" She goes, "I'm doing great. I learned English from you." And he's like, "Huh?" She said, "That's how I learned how to speak the English, by watching your show. I got the box set and I learned how to watch." And she said, "I just want to thank you." And he was like, "Wow.
You're welcome.
Wow." We were tripping the whole night. He was like, "Wow." So it's like,
your English probably ain't that good then.
Did you learn the slang?
Did you learn all
Did you learn all that?
Hood now. That's right.